These new planar magnet headphones from SLATE Audio that I'm holding in my hands right now could be easily an endgame for many of us. If you are wondering why, that is exactly what I'll be answering in this video, and I will be sharing my first impression too. Since my dear friend Paul is not here because he doesn't have these, so that will be an solo performance from me. So when you open the box, you will get a carrying case which is really good, and you will be getting, of course, a pair of headphones with a great cable and as well as 3.5mm to 6.3mm adapter. So there's no balance cable in the box, but these are standard 3.5mm jacks. So you can use any aftermarket cable if you want to exchange these. These are pretty good, but you may have different preferences. You can also purchase balance cable from SLATE Audio or aftermarket with 4.4mm connection and connect to these headphones, so it will be a balanced headphone. So you can get more power out of your DAC if you are using balanced DAC amp. So these headphones are manufactured by Sandy Audio, as you can read on the official website. Sandy Audio also produce Civica Audio, which they target in different markets, but these are not actually a rebranded product. Steven has worked on these more than 2 years. Inside these ear cups, there's a second generation, really low distortion planar magnet driver, which is especially designed for these headphones only. So the housing, headbands, ear cups, ear pads, and everything is a proven concept by Sandy Audio. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel there, I guess. For those who don't know Sandy Audio, I met them at CanJam, and those guys are genius, and they have similar headphones. As you can see, the different pads, but headband is the same. And I have a pair here as well. So I know these headphones inside out already, except the drivers. So drivers is pretty new for me. So I can literally say that I've been using these for 2 years, and you see there's nothing wrong, no problem. They hold. I mean, maybe it's not proper to say that, but it's like German engineering provided by Chinese type of workmanship here. It's just incredible. I can easily say that these are going to hold a very long time. So, you know, those engineering meet with Steven SLATE. This is going to be a good product, right? Because we know Steven, he is a perfectionist, and so he will never release a product without it being perfect, right? And he will keep improving it in a better way. So he is pretty obsessed with perfecting every single details, and the result is something special like these. And as I show you, these headphones also move really, you know, it's just incredible. The comfort is incredible. Yeah, I know it's kind of a little more than 400 grams, but when you wear these, you don't feel anything. You can wear them for hours. But I want to focus mainly on raw performance, right? So we're not going to talk about the software itself, which is going to be a perfect. I am also involved, and I know Steven barely sleep right now, and he is just keep sending me the new beta all the time, and which every update we discuss, and it's getting better and better. So I'm not going to talk about VSX software when you pair the software with these, because software is in beta, and everything as I say right now will be different when Steven released the software itself. So let's talk about raw performance, right? For the raw performance, I can easily say that these drivers can hold. I know you want to know about the software as well, but for the software part, I can easily say that I just did 2 mixes. Since I have these for a week or so, I did 2 mixes on them, and they all are V1. There's nothing to talk about right now, because Steven is about to finalize the software. So what you're gonna get is a software that is finalized, right? The most important part is the raw performance. Software can be perfect, and it's easy to make it perfect. But hardware, if hardware can hold it, it's not gonna work. No matter how good your software is, how good your correction is, if headphones raw performance is bad, it's not gonna work. For the system like VSX, the driver quality has to be exceptional. I pushed these headphones really hard. And one of the hardest tests I have ever done for a headphone, because I have over 60 pair headphones and I know how to test them. And this was really tough. This was really hard. And when I boost low end for more than 10 dB, they could still handle it. Can you imagine that? 10 dB boost on low end and there's no distortion. And there are literally a few pairs that can handle 10 dB low end push. While listening to these in a raw performance, you can easily tell the frequency response intentionally tuned to get best possible performance from these headphones when using VSX software. But with just 3-band EQ, a little bit low end bump and a little bit ear gain bump for my ears was good enough to make them workable as a raw headphone. So I can easily say that this could be used without software as well, in case you want to use it. And the high frequency response is among the best I have ever heard. It's clean, it's smooth, and very detailed. I guess the ear gain region is intentionally kept a little bit recessed because these will make easier to create a truly immersive experience when using with software, right? So all of these shows that this product was carefully designed and tuned and somehow refined over a long period of time. You can easily tell by wearing them. It's not just, yeah, we have a concept, let's try type of headphone. Of course, I'm testing these with beta software, but it's beta. I don't want to talk about it. Beta means it's not done yet, right? Even though when I activate the software, it happens like a few times during this week. I thought that sound was coming from my main monitors and I was trying to reach my volume control over here. Just turn it down, right? It was realistic. So that should tell you everything you need to know about how realistic this experience is. It's really impressive. So when you think about the whole package, without software, just headphones alone will be justify the price more than $1,000. So the whole package with a powerful planar magnet drivers is like top tier craftsmanship, excellent comfort, and years of refined design concept and sound is a proven concept already. VSX is a proven concept. That's why this will be an end game for many of us if you are mixing on headphones, mastering on headphones. But headphones lovers like us, like me and Paul, the journey never really ends. But this is something really special. So this will be your end game. You may ask if there is something negative about them. This is 99% positive feedback, first impression. And I don't know what happens in future, but maybe I can tell a few sort of negative for not me, but for you. For those who doesn't have a proper DAC amp or amp. If you want maximum performance from these headphones, do not use these headphones with an audio interface. You should really need a dedicated DAC amp because most of the audio interface does not have enough current, enough power to drive these at maximum level. They opens like a flower. If I switch from my Nero to topping the X9 discrete, the difference is night and day, and I get really true power out of it. So I strongly recommend a dedicated and powerful DAC amp or just headphone amp that you can connect to your audio interface like topping L30 Mark II. And also you should really get a balanced cable if you are using a balanced DAC amp. This will give you more power and it will be a lot easier to drive these. You know, after investing this much into a pair of headphones, just don't drive them straight from a laptop or MacBook Pro or just weak audio interface, right? These deserves a DAC amp. For most people watching this channel, this won't be an issue because they already got their DAC amps. But these headphones may push you into buying a proper DAC amp. It's not going to push you. I think it's a must. For models like QX13 from FIO, the X5 from Topping, the X5 II Mark II, Topping L30 Mark II, or FIO K11, these will be enough because they all have a balanced output and the power is more than you would ever need for these headphones. That you can just put QX13 inside the carrying case. That would be an ultimate portable solution. Just connect your FIO QX13 with an USB cable And these headphones start your software and you are ready to mix, right? So these are my first impression, and we'll be releasing a much more detailed review later on. And maybe we even have a small surprise planned. We'll see if it happens. But if you are still on the fence about these headphones, I think it's safe to say this is the moment to pull the trigger. See you in the next video. Bye bye.